So recently YouTube has taken down 2 of my videos, and if you've been following my channel for a bit, you'll know which ones those are. The Christmas Games video and the Femboy Copy Pastas video. Both videos were taken down for violating YouTube's community guidelines, specifically for nudity and sexual content. Now the first video that got taken down was the Christmas one, which after reviewing the nudity and sexual content policies, I could clearly see why. Not gonna go into detail on that one. But when it came down to the second removal and leading to my first channel strike, this is where I got confused. The original video was uploaded back in May of 2021, and it didn't get removed until February of 2022, Valentine's Day to be exact. Thanks, YouTube. Now that would be strange in and of itself, but what really gets me about this strike is I don't even know what I did explicitly wrong in this video. With the first video that got removed, I understood after reading the policy. I didn't even bother submitting an appeal because I knew it would get rejected. But with the copy pasta video, I immediately submitted an appeal because I knew I didn't violate any of the terms expressed in the policy. But the appeal was rejected the next day. It sucked because when you get a first strike on your channel, you can't upload for a full week. And I've been uploading 2 videos a week since July of last year. Never missed an upload until this happened. I was incredibly upset and confused, and in fact, I'm still confused to this day. Whenever YouTube tells you that your video violated the community guidelines, YouTube doesn't expressly tell you what in the video violated it. It just sends you to their YouTube policies page. So let's just take a look at some of YouTube's nudity and sexual content policies. Explicit content meant to be sexually gratifying is not allowed on YouTube. Posting pornography may result in content removal or channel termination. Videos containing fetish content will be removed or age restricted. In most cases, violent, graphic, or humiliating fetishes are not allowed on YouTube. Don't post content on YouTube if it has any of the items below. Depiction of genitals, breasts, or buttocks for the purpose of sexual gratification. Pornography or depicting sexual acts, genitals, or fetishes for the purpose of sexual gratification on any surface. Then they go deeper into other types of content that can violate this policy as well. Explicit or implied depictions of sex acts for the purpose of sexual gratification. Masturbation, fondling, or groping, using sex toys, animated or illustrated pornography, nudity or partial nudity for the purpose of sexual gratification, etc., etc. If you're really curious and want to read YouTube's nudity and sexual content policy, a link for it is down in the description. Now sure, this is a decently sized checklist of things that could potentially get a video flagged on YouTube. However, it's also vague and obviously doesn't tell the creator what exactly they did wrong. There are a few parts in here that could have defined segments of my copy pastas video, but here's the thing. YouTube keeps mentioning the use of these things for the purpose of sexual gratification. I don't think anyone in their right mind was getting off to that video. It was made for the purpose of laughter. It was a comedy video. You know, I could have been bitter. I could have blasted at YouTube. How could you do this to me? I don't even make money off your platform. You treat me like sh-. But I'm not like that. I took it as a creative opportunity to re-edit the videos, overly censored, and uploaded them again as sort of a satire on censorship in media. In other words, I'm just memeing, bro. But this video isn't about just me and my stupid videos. It's about YouTube and being a content creator on the platform in general. These community guidelines exist to, using their words, protect this unique and vibrant community. Keep the platform safe for everyone. Yeah, it makes sense, and I do agree with that sentiment. But these strict guidelines also lead to the death of a lot of creation, and YouTube doesn't care. Sure, their press releases and automated emails are pre-written with the illusion of sincerity towards their content creators, but the sad truth is that YouTube treats its creators like a burden. YouTube has been striving to alter their platform for years, from a place where anyone can create anything to a much more corporate-friendly streaming service. YouTube Originals, YouTube TV. These features not only exist to bring as many people onto the platform as possible, but also to prioritize their real targets, advertisers and studio networks. We see this sort of stuff happen all the time with platforms such as social media that get so huge that they end up more concerned about their investors rather than those who actively partake in the platform because they're the ones with the bigger bucks. We as content creators on this platform are a burden to YouTube because we want to create anything like how the platform was, but it interferes with YouTube's current desire. These community guidelines are a good thing. There are things on this platform that shouldn't be, but they're problematic because of how vague they are, and unfortunately YouTube doesn't care enough to give more direct guidance. Yeah, there's a lot of creators on the platform, and I understand that limited staffing could be an issue, but that's not their main concern, because we're more of a strain than an asset. Sure, the loss of my stupid videos aren't that big of a deal as an isolated incident, but concerning the greater whole of YouTube and the countless of content creators on this platform that things like this affect, it just proves that YouTube is a very problematic platform for its creators, and they just have their priorities set elsewhere. I'm merely an example of this.